Hi everyone, today we have a new video review and this time we are going to talk about a decal set from DXM Decals. And as you can see, this time it is designed for use with the F-14 Tomcat in 1/72 scale. So it should be quite a nice build with really colorful markings. You can see them here. So it includes the USN F-14 and also F-41, F-74, 484 and 101. So all of these aircraft are included here, and I guess you can recognize them by the symbols on the tail fins. And in total we have the 7 markings here, which is quite a nice amount for a 1/72 scale aircraft build. And of course it's always good to get something different from the inbox versions, so that's why I decided to take a closer look. And here of course we have the final version of this release, and it means you'll get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. So first of all, the packaging is typical. The set number is written here, it's 217152, and as I said, we have 7 markings included. We also get the short list of the kits compatible with these decals. Obviously you can try to use them on the different ones which are not mentioned here, but these ones are recommended to use. And as you can see, these are quite famous names, so I don't think you'll have something different. And the packaging is simple. We have the clear plastic bag with a resealable flap here on the rear side. So I'm going to open it right now and we will take a closer look. In the meantime, I can also remind you that we reviewed some other sets from DXM. You can find all of these videos on our YouTube channel, and I really recommend to check them. And because they are making a lot of nice products in different scales, so you don't have to be focused only on 1/72. They make decals even in 1/24 as far as I remember. So here we continue with the decals. Maybe I'll try to open the lenses a bit more. And first of all, with the decals we get them from cartograph, so as you can see, printing quality is really good. We do not get any segmentation here, so this is one and only decal sheet, and here we get a mix of various symbols. It means the main symbols for the tail fins and for the fuselage, and even some stencils are here, even some anti-glare areas. So this is something what you have to live with. In my opinion, this is a really fair exchange for the amount of the marking options included here. And I don't think it will be a difficult task to cut through the symbols, but still you have to be careful because the overall placement of the symbols is really tight, and in some cases you have to use the sharp scissors in order to go through the thin borders. Or maybe it would be a wise idea to use the cutting mat and sharp knife. Who knows? Okay, so here we zoom in. Maybe I'll close the lenses a bit so that it won't be that bright for you. And now you should be able to distinguish also the white symbols which are here. So overall printing quality looks great in my opinion. Let's not forget that these are 1/72 scale symbols. And in few seconds I will show you these symbols even closer so that you can understand that these are not just scribbles, they are actually readable writings. And I think this is something what should be appreciated in this sizing, because not that many manufacturers are actually so dedicated to such details and try to replicate it in 1/72 scale. So as promised, if I bring it even closer, so here I suggest we start with the big symbols. Here you can take a closer look at some of the symbols for the tail fins. We also get some safety marks. Here we have the stars and stripes obviously, and here we continue with aircraft numbers, the Navy writing, and here we start with the really tiny writings. These are not exactly stencils, but still you get the overall idea. And if we go for the stencils, here you can check them as well, so as well as these anti-glare areas. So of course some modelers can argue that, for example, these decals and these ones, they can be replicated with the masks and airbrush, but it will be up to you if you would like to go this way, because I know a lot of modelers who would like just to get the necessary decals, apply them on the aircraft, cover them with the lacquer, and that's pretty much all. So it's your decision whether you would like to go with the airbrush and masks. Be also mindful that the masks are not included, and it means you will have to cut your own, and it means the extra work, so I'm not sure if it's worth it in 1/72 scale. But next we continue with the marking guide. So with the marking guide, I am always glad to say that it's cool to see the color printed marking guide here, because it's really important, and still some manufacturers still manage to print it in a black and white version, which is completely useless because you have to search for some reference material, you have to understand how to paint your model, and it definitely takes some time, and overall experience suffers from this, let's say. So again, 7 marking options here, full list of the kits is there on the bottom, and next we continue with this side profiles. So here you can see that we have the paint numbers in FS designations. It means the federal standard. FS numbers are easy to convert into any necessary manufacturer which you are used to airbrush or paint with in your case. So be it Tamiya, Hobby Boss, I wanted to say, but we all know that there is no such point. I mean, the AK Interactive, also maybe some MIG colors, maybe even ICM colors, all of them can be actually translated or converted into these FS numbers. And here you can see also some information about these markings. So these are quite old markings. They're coming from 1976 in this case. We also get 1981, 1999, 92, 97 and 94. Obviously there are no history notes whatsoever, so if you would like to learn more about this aircraft, you will have to find some reference material, because otherwise it will not be possible to find out what are these markings are actually about and why they are so, I would say, important. And of course it's also a good idea to find some real photos, even though I was just saying that it's not that cool to search for reference material to distinguish the colors, but it's worth to do it in case you would like to replicate a bit more realistic appearance, because this gives you actually the some ideas on the weathering, on how the aircraft gets dirty in the everyday use. And as you can see, these are actually some of the aircraft which were employed during their service. So for example, here on this page we can see the top and bottom view for each of the aircraft, and this look is quite simple here. What is important is the placement of the decals, so definitely pay attention to this. As you can see, we get the combination of the first and second marking option together, then goes third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh marking option. This one might be quite fun to copy, and I wonder if it's actually the aggressor marking. No, it's just the so-called Devil 101 from 94, and here you can take a closer look at this profile, but still quite an interesting marking option. I believe there is some interesting back history behind this choice of the color and camouflage, so definitely worth checking out. And overall, I think this product, this set, is on par with other releases from DXM, so definitely this is something to check out if you plan to build a Tomcat and you don't want to use the standard decals, or they're just of the bad quality, to put it mildly. So definitely check out this set, because they will give you a really good choice of the markings. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such a release. Write it here in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today and all the support, and bye.